welcome to a few simple shoulder stretches that you can do on your own. So for me, I like to sit in hero pose, Virasana, but because I've had quite a bit of injury in my left knee, I can't do it all the way. I need to use a block. So I'm showing you my setup. I have a blanket to pad my shins. I have a block. Technically, you don't need either one if you don't need them. I'm going to walk my shins forward, and notice the block is the long, wide way rather than the narrow way. This way I can get my seat quite comfortably on the block, and I want the block underneath my sit bones. So now I have to readjust my blanket because my knees are kind of hanging in the air. So what I'm going to do is come back up, lengthen the blanket out, place my block down, and now my thighs are supported. My knees don't hurt, there's no tension. Now, if that block isn't high enough, you can take 2 blocks and stack it, right? So I've got 1 block, you could go 2 blocks, you could go 3 blocks. You could also bring your block upright, like so. I just wouldn't use a foam block upright because they're not very stable. So you might fall. And when you sit in Virasana, it's a good stretch for the thighs. It's a good way to sit very evenly in a neutral spine, because with a cross-legged position we have to switch because inevitably one hip is going to be slightly more open than the other. So in Virasana, my knees, because I have had injuries, are pointing straight forward. No one should have their knees out to the side. Over time that'll compress the sacrum, and it can also create hardening in the inner groins. If your knees are totally healthy, classically the knees come together and then the feet open. For me, this does not feel comfortable. So if this is comfortable for you, go for it, knees together. If not, knees in line with my hip bones. Okay, I'm gonna take my arms out to the sides, and just for a moment, palms up, so I'm externally rotating my arms, right? This would essentially be neutral, thumbs down and back is internal rotation, external rotation, palms facing up. Now, I really like to visualize the heart meridian, which in Chinese medicine starts from the middle finger of one hand, goes across the center of the chest to the middle finger of the other. And for me, I like to soften my eyes or close them and just feel from middle finger to middle finger broadening that space. So breathe with me, take a deep breath and lengthen from middle finger to middle finger, lengthen. You'll feel the front of your chest and also in between your shoulder blades lengthen. Deep breath in, exhale and lengthen. And another deep breath in, exhale and lengthen. And turn your palms down, lower your right arm and your right ear. Let the ear dip down towards the shoulder. My left palm is facing down now. And I'm going to take 3 breaths, letting my right ear dip towards my shoulder. Inhale. As the ear dips down, I gently stretch my left arm away, so there's a stretch on the side of the neck. 1 more breath. And then all I do is I rotate my chin down towards that same right shoulder, because I'm a mirror imaging you. So now my chin is down towards the right shoulder, my left arm is outstretched. Inhale. Let the head get heavy. Keep the left arm stretching out. Inhale. And exhale. And again, deep breath, inhale. And exhale. And 1 more breath. And exhale. And then keep your head tilted to the side. Lower your outstretched arm. So if you're mirror imaging me, it's your left arm. Keep your head tilted. If you're leaning towards that side with your body, make sure your sit bones are grounded so you can easily pick up your opposite hand, the one that was on the ground. For you would be your right arm. Bend your right elbow and wrap it around your head. Now this is key. Do not pull or tug on the neck because you can overstretch these muscles and it'll be counterproductive. Instead, take a deep breath. And if you really feel like you need more, you're going to push down gently. Okay, so deep breath in. Exhale and push down. Another deep breath in. Exhale and push down. And then I'm going to release my right arm and roll my chin into neutral. And don't pick your head up. Stay in neutral. Take a deep breath. Chin to chest. Exhale completely. And don't pick your head up with your neck muscles. Use your hand. Bring the heel of your hand to your forehead. Pause. Push the head down into the hand so you feel the weight of the skull. It's about 13 pounds. And then use your arm to slowly push your head back into neutral. Okay. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms forward and up, stretch. Let the rib cage lift up into your arms. Take a deep breath. Exhale, open your arms out to the sides, broaden across the collarbones and in between the shoulder blades. Palms face down, inhale. Exhale, you're going to lower your opposite arm. So left arm down, left ear to shoulder. Deep breath in. Keep the left ear down towards the shoulder. Another deep breath in. And exhale. And then drop the chin down towards the chest. Inhale. Stretch your right fingertips away. Inhale deeply. Keep the chin relaxed, the jaw relaxed, the head heavy. Stretch the right fingertips away. Again, deep breath, inhale. And exhale. And one more breath, inhale. And exhale. I'm going to slowly lower my extended arm without lifting my head. So it feels like I'm stretching my fingertips down to the ground, and there's a deeper stretch in that side of the neck. Again, shift off weight, displaced weight. So make sure your sit bones are even, and you can easily pick up your other hand, your left arm, bend your left elbow, wrap it around the side of the right ear. Do not tug or pull on the neck. Take a deep breath. If you need a deeper sensation than what you're getting already, you're going to push down, straight down. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And again, 2 more breaths. Inhale deeply. And exhale. One more deep breath. And exhale. Lower your arm. Roll your chin into neutral. Pause. Take a deep breath. Exhale completely. Bring the heel of your hand to your forehead. Feel the weight of the skull. And then slowly press the head back up into center. Okay, so if your knees are starting to fatigue and you need a little more lift, grab your second block, pad your seat, come up a little higher, and if that's the case, you can walk the ankles in a little closer so they're hugging the edge of the block. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms forward and up and stretch. Deep breath. Grow taller, taller, taller. Notice I'm trying not to just poke my front ribs forward. I'm doing my best to lengthen not only the front ribs, which will lengthen on their own, but really focus on the side and the bottom back ribs. And I'm reaching them up into my fingertips. One more deep breath. Exhale completely. Turn the palms to face each other. Hook your thumbs. Lengthen your fingertips up into the sky. 3 breaths. Inhale. Pull the thumbs apart. Reach the fingertips straight up. Feel the bottom ribs and the side ribs reach up. One more breath. And release the arms back down. Okay, mini vinyasa. Inhale. Externally rotate the arms. Lift and stretch them up. Palms together. Exhale. Reach back down and lower. Inhale. Externally rotate. Palms lift up. Exhale. Rotate palms back down and lower. One more time. Inhale. Open. Palms touch. Let's interlace the fingers. Stretch. Grow taller. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Turn the palms to face each other. Stretch. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hip. Reach the left ribs up and away from the pelvis. Switch. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hip. Reach the right ribs up and away. Now lengthen both ribs up, 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 up. Stretch. Feel this outer shoulder wrap around. Feel the serratus engage. Take one more breath. Exhale and release. Okay. Grab another block. Palms are going to be like so. So it's like I'm wearing mittens. And the long edge, rather than the narrow, the block is going to be in this position. So it's in the shortest position, right? This would be medium, this would be high. It's in the shortest position. And it's in the wide position with my hands running along the side. So it's not like this. I'm not like this. I'm not like this. Right? Like this. And then just soften the thumbs. The thumbs don't need to be like hitchhiker thumbs, soften them. One of the key things to this exercise, it's a serratus awakening and strengthening exercise, is to keep the shoulders on the spine rather than rounding forward. So I don't want you rounding like a cat-cow when you do this. I want the shoulder blades on the back. So first action is to gently squeeze the block. Please make sure that this knuckle, very important, your index finger knuckle on both sides cannot leave the block. It must squeeze the block. Squeeze with the index finger knuckle. That's the most important one for me. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, just settle the shoulder blades on the spine. Again, you're not jamming them down so the neck hardens. You're just settling them on the spine. Then on your next inhale, widen the shoulder blades apart, protract them, and push them in towards the midline of the chest. To prevent a rounding of the spine, I squeeze the block, and that helps keep open the collarbones, broaden the biceps, and create space here. Right? Otherwise, there could be a tendency of closing off the chest. We want the chest, the front, and the back of the heart space open. Front ribs soft. Okay, so deep breath, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the block. Make sure that index finger knuckle is engaged and squeezing in. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the block. Another deep breath in. Exhale and squeeze. Now on the inhale, I'm going to lengthen as if I'm lengthening through my pinky fingers faster than my thumbs. That keeps the serratus engaged, and I'm going to lift the block just above my forehead. Again, deep breath, inhale. Lengthen the arms and squeeze the block. This is not easy at all. Try not to dump your belly and ribs forward. Keep the belly and the ribs engaged gently, moving to the spine. Inhale, and squeeze the block. One more breath here. Inhale, and squeeze the block, and then bring the block up. Now, most of us, myself included, cannot go to here right away. Notice my chin starts to wobble like a pigeon, right? Or if it's here, I feel tension in my shoulders. So I have to keep the shoulder blades on my spine, protracted, widening, pushing into the heart space, squeezing the block to open up the chest. All that has to work. Index finger in the block, and I'm going to move it up to here. This is where I notice past here for me today, and my back ribs start to shorten rather than lengthen. I want the back body lengthening. So the front of the body must stay engaged for those bottom ribs to lengthen up. Okay? Last 5 breaths. Inhale. Squeeze the block. Lift the bottom ribs. Lift the side ribs up. Inhale. Squeeze the block on the exhale. Lift bottom and side ribs up. Again, deep breath. Inhale. And squeeze. And one more breath. Inhale. And squeeze and release. You're going to feel that one. All right. Last one. Shoulder stretch. Use a strap. Palm the strap in one of your hands. Again, I'm always a mirror image, so when I'm using my right arm, I'm saying left. Because if you look, that's your left side. Externally rotate the hand, okay? So external rotation, I'm opening up the arm. Palm is facing up, my thumb is to the side. I'm just gonna clasp the strap, lift my arm up, and bend the elbow. Now if your elbow goes out to the side and you're rounding forward, that's okay, okay? That's okay. I want you, though, to work on bringing the elbow in, even if it's in front of you. So if you do this and this happens, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to straighten the spine. Then I'm going to maybe even use my other hand, hug the elbow in. And maybe this is where I work today. Maybe this is it. If I can start to keep this arm is an external rotation, even though it doesn't look like it, right? Because this would be internally. It's rotating externally. I'm in flexion, my elbow's at shoulder height. I can use my opposite hand. I can even kind of stretch the index finger up and gently encourage that elbow up. But try not to rotate internally. If you do that, the elbow goes out to the side. So keep the elbow and the shoulder in the same plane. Okay, so let's do this. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, deep breath, and exhale. Now if you feel so much resistance, the elbow starts to wobble and turn, that's your limit. Okay, don't jam your head down. Try and make it different than what it is. Like this for now is my limit today. My muscles are feeling tight. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale. But with the breath, sometimes you can go deeper. Inhale, and exhale. One more breath, and exhale. Now, I've got a hold of the strap. I'm going to take my opposite arm out to the side, internally rotate, and hinge. And when I hinge, I grab a hold of the strap. Okay, so here's what it looks like from the back. External rotation, bend the elbow, encourage the arm as long as it goes. Opposite arm out to the side, internal rotation, hinge. Now wherever you land, you land. Even if you could touch your fingers, sometimes it's actually beneficial to use the strap. Okay, so don't think that that's the goal is to touch your fingers. That's just one way that you can do this. I'm going to use the strap. 10 breaths, inhale. Maintaining my elbow straight up. Again, it's not moving out to the side. If it's not straight up, it's forward, but it's not moving out to the side. Okay, so you can stretch it up a little bit if you need to. Deep breath in. Pull, pull, pull on the strap. Inhale, widen the shoulder blades. And exhale. You can use your head to press back into your upper forearm, but don't jam so much tension in it that you start to feel the neck, okay? So I'd rather you drop your chin down than feel like you have to use your head back. Let's take 3 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths in. And exhale back out. 1 more breath. And release. Second side. Externally rotate. Again, mirror imaging your right arm. Palm the strap. Bend the elbow. Okay, if the elbow goes out to the side, encourage the elbow in. Use your opposite arm. Reach and lengthen the arm bone up. Deep breath. You can even slide the hand over the elbow tip. Encourage that arm up. Opposite arm out to the side. Internally rotate. Hinge. And wherever you land, you land. Take a deep breath. And stretch. Inhale deeply. And stretch. Deep breath in. And stretch. Inhale, deep breath. And stretch. 1 more breath. And stretch. And release. Again, roll the shoulders around. All right, last little bit. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what my arms are doing. I'm still in Virasana, if you can handle it. That's too much on your knees or thighs. Sit in any seated position. Take your arms out to the sides of the room. I always imagine that scene in Empire Strikes Back when the 2 walls are coming in on them and they have to keep them apart. Really widen through the palms of the hands. Widen the shoulder blades. And then try and reach the heels of the hands away from you and the fingers towards you. And this will stretch the forearm. Take a deep breath. Push heels of the hands away. Reach the fingers towards you. Inhale. Push heels of the hands away. Reach the fingers towards you. Inhale. Broaden the shoulder blades. Push, push, push into those 2 walls. 1 more breath. Exhale and release. All right. Take your hands behind you. Either go fist to fist or palm to palm, reverse prayer. If you have palm to palm and you can wiggle your fingers up your spine, close the palms together. Just 10 breaths. Inhale. Don't worry about the shoulders rolling forward. That's fine. I want you to broaden the collarbones instead. Just let the shoulders stay there. You know, we don't actually want to externally rotate at all. We want to internally rotate because the arms are back behind us. Okay, so deep breath, inhale. Palms press. Inhale deeply. And then I'm using the pinky edge of my hand to push gently into my spinal column. Again, deep breath. And exhale. And 1 more breath. Exhale and release. All right, that's a lot of stretching. We're going to finish off with a nice release. You're going to set your blocks up. So 1 block could be high and 1 block could be medium. Medium block goes under your shoulder blades. Bottom tips of the shoulder blades. The upper block, don't put it in your neck, okay, the soft tissues of the neck. Put it at the occiput, the base of your skull. Not into the neck. I can't say that enough. And begin by stretching your arms up and over. Grab a hold of your forearms. Let the forearms feel heavy. Breathe in between the shoulder blades. And then open the arms out to the sides. Now if you like this form of up and over position, you can stay here. You can also, if you want to make this more active, externally rotate like we just did with that strap, remember? Same position. And bring your hands around the block. And squeeze the block. This is also helpful if you feel like the block is wobbly. So for me, this doesn't do much. Okay, the block up high, I need to lower it down so both blocks are even. But I would start off with the block high, especially if you have a forward carriage of the head. And again, I would either bring the elbows, forearms down, or wrap my hands around the block, or relax the arms out to the sides. Sometimes you have to adjust the lower block. So sometimes just says, wow, thank you. And then breathe, gently, softly, breathe in between the shoulder blades. Let the breath be relaxed. Stay here for as long as you wish. To come on up, bring your chin down, use your elbows and forearms. Push, 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 little abdominal strength, push yourself forward. Walk your feet forward, walk your hands forward. Forward fold. Don't worry if you can't get all the way down. You just did a back bend. You can use a block under your forehead. And rest your forehead on a block. And then bring your spine back up. Come into any comfortable seated position. Let your palms open. Thumb and index finger come together, or palms down on the knees, or palms together in your lap. Let your spine feel long and extended out from your pelvis. Breathe and settle your energy in your body and your physical space. With gratitude, bring your palms together. May this practice bring you health in your physical body, peace into your spirit, love into your heart, and an open path. Namaste.